Yeah, big welcome to all of you, and especially to you, Aquarius. But I have decided to change my reading style because I got a very distinctive message through Sagittarius, and it was the first reading that I did after the new year. And the message was so strong and so clear that I have to follow it. And it was that I had very clear sign because the court card for Sagittarius came up in the reading, so I knew it was for Sagittarius. But there were 3 people that I spent New Year's with, and the court cards came up exactly for them in the reading as well. And the story laid itself out like, this is a reading for me as well. And it made me of course contemplate, it made me think, and it made me realize that the teaching in general of yoga is that there are no others. When you look at others, they are you, just in another time, in another dimension, in another age, in another situation. And we're all one in the core, we're all one in the core. We understand when we do feel compassion and understanding for others, there are no more others. So I realized that the reading was for me as well. And the message was, do the reading for all. I mean, it's kind of like, if I feel what I feel here, and if I sense this story, then others sense this as well. And what I go through is I attract these people that are going through that as well. And this is how it's supposed to work. And I am in the 2nd year of reading, doing these readings, and the 2nd year is the Magician. It's really interesting because 0, the Fool, when you just begin, you just step off the cliff and you might fall and you might not fall, right? So you think the Magician is the number 1, but in a way the Magician can also be the number 2. So all the numbers can be switched and can be changed because of the 0, of the foolish energy that we kind of, when we begin something, we just begin. So the Sun is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is now from the church made into an evil energy. The devil, the word devil reverse is lived. So the devil is kind of everything that we lived is in the past. So this chained to energy that is coming down, this I am attached to a way of living because I know it from the past. That's in a way what it means. And I made the dancer, and I got a message for Capricorn as well. I'm just going to do it here. I keep going into the ice cold water here in the lake of Constance, and I'm doing the Wim Hof breathing, of course. And I saw this little broken glass, which is not sharp at all. It's very smooth. And I just want you to look at the shape of it. And now I hold it here in front of Capricorn, in front of this demon, because this is the constellation up in the sky, the stars, the white points here. This is how Capricorn looks like up in the sky. And I mean, you can see that only someone that works with these cards can see that connection. And others just see it as a piece of glass, a broken piece of glass, right? So this is what I want to bring to you, to listen to the signs, to look out for your signs, right, that have meaning to you. This maybe have no meaning to you. Nevertheless, I share it with you so that you can see how this is functioning. And I want all of us to be able to see into these readings, because we all feel it. We all feel that the sun is right now in Capricorn, and that the sun is giving its light to the moon, which is again waxing. So this is an inhale and this is an exhale, because you coming down, the star that is falling down, the star that is bringing hope to the people, because this is then the next card after here, the demon, the devil. We have you, the hope, the star that is here in the center, the nakedness, the naturalness, the water bearer, right? Who's holding the 2 cups? One, he is literally getting out of this virgin water to feed on land all the hope. The water is emotions. The water is what brings us the learning, because it's the emotions that make us do things, not just because we want to do something. It's the emotions behind it. So this message that is coming here through these 2 zodiac signs, which is Capricorn is a cardinal sign. Capricorn begins, is powerful, the goat that climbs up, right? So I did create here a volcano that is erupting and the energy shoots up, and we have the dancer pose. I'm still painting the new card, so this is quite old now, but nevertheless it still has its meaning. But right now I want to finish them and not show them anymore, because this is where I am right now, right? And then when we went up into the third eye, and this is where we all feel now, this third eye, this let's meditate, let's go deep within, because as you can see, the pentagram is pointing directly to his third eye as well, right? So then we can bring the hope down, because we can see within the third eye, we can see that we are made of stars, and the stars keep continuously coming back down. You think there's not new energy coming down out of the universe, right? So it's continuously evolving, it's continuously shifting, and you are the purpose. You are the purpose of why are we doing something? Like, what is the reason that we go to a place? Because we are invited? Because we are curious? Because it is something within us that makes us realize when we go to a place, we will learn something new. And people who stay stuck at home and don't want to learn anymore, right? It's okay. It's okay, because that's their choice, but you don't learn, you get stuck, and the purpose is to find power in this combination. Now, we are in the year 2022, which is calculated together a number 6. The Capricornian energy is a number 6. So the year begins with Capricorn in the 2022, so it's a very strong energy. And today is the 6th of January, and here in Germany we have the Holy Three Kings, that it's a holiday today, the Holy Three Kings, which are called Kaspar and Melchior and Balthasar. I wrote it down, right? So the holy, or the wise, coming from the morning land, and Kaspar is the treasurer, the keeper of the treasure. Melchior is the king of light, and Balthasar is God protects the king. And these are the 3 stars up in the sky that are announcing the birth of Jesus, the new king, the new religion, the new age of Pisces, the age of Aries is over. And it was a big gap between the age of Aries and the age of Pisces, which is clearly why the Israelis do not accept this new religion that began 2000 years ago, because to go from your head down into your feet, it's almost degrading. Of course they stay here. They're like, no, this is our age, this is our religion, and respectfully so they can hold on to their religion. But we have to acknowledge that everything is moving and everything is changing, and we see that up in the stars. And this is what's coming now, the age of Aquarius, right? So we're moving out of the feet up into the calves. This is the body part of Aquarius. And so the story goes that the King of Swords, which is an Aquarius energy, which is when you have your birthday between January 9th and February 7th, you are the classical King of Swords. That's the story for you, if you are an Aquarius that is watching right now. And this energy for all of us, for the other zodiac signs, is that very intelligent storytelling personality. He's very strong, sitting here on his throne, and as you can see, his throne continues. It's the other thrones have an end, right? They're like, they stop. He just keeps going up into the sky. It's almost like it's not even a throne that he's sitting. He's sitting in front of a banner. He's sitting in front of an energy, and he has the butterflies behind him. He has a butterfly crown. He has two birds, and he's air and air. He's fully air. He's fully in the sky. So the first card that comes to challenge now us is out of the Creativity Oracle. And the Creativity Oracle is made of fabric. And then they created these cards, very beautiful. And I immediately see what's happening here, because we try to see if they would have a conversation with each other. And it seems to me, as you can see, the water bearer is here, and the water bearer is the one that holds these cups, right here and here, and she is holding one. And this is what I get, right? So here she is very serious. I'm gonna put this in front, and you are very serious. You're a serious personality. And I put this in front. So she's working hard here because she's the bearer of good news, the hope, the star that is here, the star that is falling, that is coming down to bring hope to the people. And she's working here very clearly. Also here, there is no connection, really. But what I see is like she's coming finally down to earth. She's coming down to earth, like the star is coming down to earth. And you are a star. You are some almost like some alien creature. And you come here down to earth, and you see what she's doing? She is opening herself up, and she's dancing, and she's like, I am finally in a body. To be a star is something else than to be in a body. And now look, the word that is associated with this card is passion. And the sentence is, it will take passion for you to push through your self-criticism to get to a place of confidence. The number 63, which is a 9, it's completion. And learning to see this passionate side of yours, learning to see that you are capable of opening yourself up and the self-criticism that you maybe have, this sword, this clarity, this everything has to be right. It cannot be all over. It has to be right. And the way I think it should be, that's the only way how I think it should be. And all the other ways is not as professional or not as good as I think it is, right? This is how you see the world, how you judge the world sometimes, and you are challenged now through this dark month to hold the light in a completely different level, and to hold the light and to find that this passion for something is bringing you and pushing you through a self-critical side, which is very natural to this kind of person, a self-critical side that says, okay, maybe it's time to open myself up, right? To open myself up and to allow myself to fly. This is the Knight of Voices, which is the Gemini, and the Gemini is the lovers. And having a passionate new outlook for yourself, loving yourself, arriving at a place where you finally fly up in the sky, because you're sitting here, and of course the Knight of Swords is a seeker, searching for the truth, but also enjoying himself mentally, not saying this is the truth and this is the only truth. He's saying, no, go up and fly and find the truth that is bringing you new perspective of what you already know. But this is also the truth, right? He sits and he flies. And this is what this self-criticism, the passion to open yourself up and to allow, you got a second card, to allow yourself to be emotionally diving into a new adventure, diving into water and water. She's the queen of water, and all queens are water. So water and water, and you're air and air. And this is like, allow yourself. You see her up here at the ocean. She's going deep into the ocean. She's saying, okay, I'm going to learn to open myself up because I'm the queen of emotions. I fly high so that I can learn more about emotions and what they're made of and why they make me do things, why they open me up so that I can enjoy this life here on a whole new level. Then comes the peacock. And the peacock is, in yoga, the one bird that can eat a poisonous snake. And the peacock is connected to the fire, to the air, to the air element. And again, you are air and air, right? So this is perfect for you. So have a look at this beautiful creature here. Inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. So when in balance is confident and kind. So if you would be out of balance, it means it can't digest situations. And to bring into balance would be meditation on the navel. And I said, he can digest a poisonous snake. He is extremely powerful. And again, it's speaking about you allowing now this self-criticism to vanish, to empower yourself from within, to find the beauty within. And when you find beauty within, you do not have any self-criticisms towards yourself and neither others. Why would you need to criticize someone if you feel within fulfilled, if you feel from within happy, if you feel finally you have accepted your emotions, right? You've accepted your emotions, you have come deep within, you are allowing now through the water, because you're the water bearer, right? You're allowing now to pour out the water, and you are allowing now to fertilize the earth and let this love really bring these beautiful energies to you that are just waiting to be discovered. Now, the next 3 cards, and I first thought I'm not going to accept it, but they came upside up. And I realized air is you. Then I realized, yes, here the rain is you. And I realized here the lake is you. And it's almost here again is a story of like, yes, allow yourself to come down. And in this clouds is the rain. And in the rain, we can dive deep into the emotions. We can dive deep into the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Voices, the horses here in the clouds. You are up here. Now you can come down and you can see the true beauty by understanding that diving down, allowing this rain, this emotional openness to fertilize you, to bring you to places, to dive deep within, to not only be the water bearer, but to dive into the ocean. Allow yourself to experience here on planet Earth. You've came down here to bring us hope. So be the hope. What is holding you, right? Do not be the hope that we're looking for, right? This hopeful passion in hope. Allow this to be your mantra for this year. Now the number here is 22, and here the number is 8, and here the number is 31. Right? So maybe these numbers have a meaning to you. Here it's the 9. Like I said, there's a completion. If you do this, there's a completion. And now we see how you can do this, right? So how will you do that? You will do that by, you have here again, Cancer. You had Cancer here. Here's a Cancer person, a Queen of Cups that can help you. And here is also a Gemini that can help you. So you have for sure a Cancer person that can help you to be successful in going with the wind, going with the flow, going with that understanding that everything is connected, right? Because you see how the movement forward, this third eye connection that is coming through Capricorn, through the Cancer. Cancer is using his third eye to steer the 2 horses. There is no connection to the chariot, to the horses. He does it only with his third eye, he guides them, right? Like Arjuna, he guides his horses. He's just like going forward. And then here, of course, the connection is that the white horse, that energy, usually we want to be in the center between black and white, right? So Capricorn is the black horse and Cancer is the white horse. This is the longest day. This is the shortest day. And then all is connected. All has a meaning. And even this leaf in front of her sexuality is speaking about allowing yourself to be passionate, allowing yourself to be open, right? Releasing yourself from that thinking, releasing yourself from that sternness that you think that you are, right? In Ayurveda, they say you even have to let go of your constitution, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, right? Are you an air person? Are you a fire person? Are you a water person? Are you an earth person? You're none of it. You are a soul, you are a spirit, and you came here in a specific constellation, in a specific moment, in a specific day, to specific parents. But you can free yourself, you can allow yourself to let go. And this is where the wind is bringing you. This is this movement, this is Cancer, is movement, is success. Create your own success. Now then comes this card that came upside down. And in this oracle card, there's no meaning to an upside down card. Nevertheless, in the native Indian, it says it's not here yet. So then is saying this home is my castle is not there yet, right? So here you are realizing that because the card is upside down, because you are sitting here and holding this castle very dear in your hand, right? You had already many lives behind you. You are realizing that now is time. This is the time to let go, because it's reverse. And here's the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is saying, learn, grow, learn further, so that this card can turn around, and then it's a whole new story to now move forward and learn and become a master in this life. Knowing that you had many lives, knowing that you had many castles, but now this is the castle that you want to be growing forward, becoming a master, learning, understanding, and working with it. Then comes the Magician. And the Magician is here creating a whole new understanding of moving forward, because the home in the sky, right? So you have my home, it's my castle, but it was upside down. And you work on yourself, so then you manifesting that your home is up in the sky. Your home is now, you can go anywhere, wherever you are. You can create whatever you want, and you can take your home with you wherever you go. You don't have to be fixed. You don't have to be stuck. But that's maybe why the card is upside down. Let go of that. I need something, but you are an air sign and you need something, but still something is bringing you up into the sky, right? So the Magician, the number one, the year where I am right now, right, which is in a way I'm in the time of the Magician, learning to read, and this is a lot, right? This is a lot of cards, and maybe I'm gonna start doing less because I want to go deeper within and not to have too many cards. But nevertheless, this is what came up for all of this came up for all of us. Learning to become a master, because this is before the Magician, learning to master your craft, learning to understand that you constantly manifest, learning to understand that the message is there, and the message is that you can do this anywhere. What are you doing? You are learning to understand the magic, because the 8, you are the 8, right? The star of the 8 is connected to Leo, because this is opposite of you. Opposite of Aquarius is Leo, is a fire sign, is an active sign, is a doer, and the doer is doing. And you're learning to open up to new possibilities, right? You're learning through the infinite 8, you are learning through Leo that it's time to create something new. You learned your lesson, but now it's time to continue your path. And it's very interesting because you've got the Knight of Voices, and the Knight of Swords is the same twice. So there is something speaking to you that you've got to continue looking out there. You've got sometimes come off of the chair of the King of Swords, who thinks he knows everything, and you've got to learn to trust that moving forward, learning to that these birds speak to each other, and birds is for you the energy that you're connecting the most, and to trust that you have friends, that you have those kind of people that are here to help you to move forward, to help you to find deeper truth, higher truth, and that this is something that you cannot stop, that the learning is infinite. I'm watching Matthias de Stefano on Gaia, and I'm learning the 1st to the 9th dimension, and we are infinitely learning. We're infinitely taking parts of different perspectives. The person that's sitting here, the person that is sitting here, the person that is running here, the birds that are in these houses, the person that is sitting up here, the person that is holding the castle and had many lives, right? All these personalities is you, is me. I am you, you are me. And when we trust that cycle, when we trust that, this will lead you to the Hanged Man, to a liberation, to a deep diving into the ocean, to a deep diving into an emotional openness, into a deep diving down into the lake, into allowing that the air is moving the clouds, the air is moving the emotions, the air is making that eventually the rain is coming down, and then the rain is filling the lake. And when we dive into these emotions, because that's what water does, we are liberating ourselves, we are freeing ourselves. And you can see that her head is hanging down, and her head is hanging down, and that you allow yourself to let go of this critical mental element that you are. And it's beautiful that you are that, but there is a message that you should let go and stop thinking, right? And start arriving deep within in this color, into opening yourself and not mentally judge things anymore. Open yourself into the rhythm of life. Is what is coming to you, what kind of person is coming to you, who is running towards you, right? Who is protecting you, who can you trust, right? How can you go with the flow? How can you let go? How can you move forward in steering mentally from the third eye these two opposite energies? And how can you really dive down into this beautiful deep lake, deep ocean? You have the opportunity to go through a new stage in the year 2022, because it's that calling. It's that calling to say, what is it that you want now in this year, particularly in the year number 6. The number 6, you don't really have a 6 here. You have a 3, a 7, an 8, a 2. You have a 41, which is a 5. You have a 1. And you have a 9. You have a 6 here. And you have a 3. So allow to open up in the passion. Let go of the self-criticism and see what life wants to bring you, right? See how you can digest these differences. Allow people to be themselves without judging them, letting them be. And that's the message for you, right? The message is to understand today on the 6th of January, there's a 6th of January, there's a 6 here in the passion, and the 6 in Capricorn, so there's a 666, right? Allow now the message to come down. Bring the message down, because you are that star that's falling down. Bring the message down and understand that what you're going through is understanding emotions, understanding what emotions can do to us. And in the end, you are totally liberating yourself through the third eye, through the mind-bending, opening your heart and allowing yourself to be inspired by what is coming down through the stars. And that's what the story is of the holy 3 stars, right? The holy 3 kings, which are the stars that are coming down, which are falling down. This is your day. This is your celebration. The stars that are falling down and the kings that follow it and say, a new age is coming. And again, a new age is coming, and it's the age of Aquarius. So I hope I see you in the next reading, because the sun is moving then into here, the age of Aquarius. And maybe I see you in between sometimes. You have a look at, because the title is appealing to you, or a picture is appealing to you and is giving you a message that this reading might be for you. Or I see you in the next month, when it's again, of course, the moon in your sign. Until then, I thank you so much for watching. Namaste.